Gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. I am Darth Messiah 2.0. I am the mail boy. I am also the CEO. But in case you did not know, every time that I come, it's time to go, because your boy don't pillow talk with his hoes. And on the phone, my partner in crime, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz, that talks all the shit.
Boy, aka the Stanley of podcasting, and better known as the man that appear a girl to cover crossface and have her run into a cross space. That's all I got to say. Fuck that. I'm just ready to talk about wrestling.
Word. And on the boards, they call him J Kid.
Yo, you already know it's your boy J Kid, bringing you on that ones and twos, that ultra wrestling heel news. There's some good wrestling this week. It was really good.
Everything this week was just so very oozy.
It was very oozy.
Yeah,
yes, that was the one word.
Very oozy.
That can describe this week.
Yes.
Very oozy.
You know what always gets me oozy?
Mm-hmm.
Cheeks of the week.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, man. Where is it?
We got today.
Cheeks of the week.
There we go.
If this is your first time here, this is the greatest 3 minutes in podcasting weekly. Cheeks of the week. So if you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the audio platforms, do yourself a favor, hop over to YouTube, enjoy the cheeks with us,
Exactly.
and then return to your other consumption, because we need the listens there also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Paige Van Zant, we're gonna keep it light this week, just one set of cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Paige
This
Van.
is light. This is light because this is like a Christmas ham and a Thanksgiving ham put together.
Because we got that all cheeks all the time special coming soon.
Definitely.
Bruh.
We got to get them prepared.
And Kelvin has volunteered to help participate in the event. He's got some stuff in the vault.
all I can say is, I wish I was the person that get to oil her up. Because damn, I like a lot of Crisco.
You know what's funny? I was watching Austin Theory at some point this week did a photo shoot. He had a dude oiling him up. I was kind of concerned.
Well, Austin Theory looked like he liked that type of stuff.
Yeah, he could pass. He could pass. I don't think he is, but he could pass.
Hey man, look at WWE. I don't know what's what anymore at this point.
But yeah, Paige Van Zant, I don't think she's been on AEW TV since like February.
That's cool. She ain't gotta be, but she can be on wherever she wants.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she hasn't been
on TV.
Basically since Dan Lambert stopped appearing, which was early this year. Dan Lambert hasn't been around since All Out, All or Nothing, which is May. And she disappeared slightly before that, so like March, February.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was a part of America's Top Team, and Scorpio Sky got hurt, so then the whole thing kind of fell apart because he was supposed to be the front guy for it. But yeah,
Well, look at him now.
it's not on TV.
Not on TV no more.
She still got
Just
her
in
OnlyFans?
time not to be on TV.
Oh yeah, her OnlyFans is popping.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen plenty of leaks. It's popping.
I bet.
I never look for it later.
And you know who else has an OnlyFans? Natalia's sister.
Uh-oh.
And they're ready for Christmas.
I'm not a Christmas person, but damn, I want these gingerbreads.
I really want to drop that $24 just to see if Natalia's taking something off. I doubt it, but I just have to satisfy my curiosity.
I feel like she still ain't, but her sister is good enough for that $24.
I think both is a steal. Honestly, having both in there.
Yeah.
I paid $20 for the sister, and the daddy's in the photos. I feel like I just got an extra set of yams for $24. I feel like it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they need that on OnlyFans, like 2-for-1 specials.
Definitely a two for one.
Yeah, they need that 2-for-1 specials. You
Talk about-
subscribe to one, you get both channels for free.
Nice.
And I couldn't have that because then my card would be charged like every day. Like, damn, bro, I just got paid. I paid my bills and I'm broke. Shit.
Kevin's like, talk about jingle bells. He had to say it twice.
Yeah, jingle my balls. I take you home, let you joke on my balls. Give me your number, and I call, and I follow that ass to the mall.
Right now, I felt like Teddy Long. She almost went one-on-one with me just now.
BARS. Bars.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
We were talking about.
Got me stuck.
We were talking about 2-for-1 specials on OnlyFans.
Yes. 2 for 1.
I might have to make that a T-shirt.
Yeah, I definitely want that. Speaking of T-shirts, I definitely want that Feeling Uzi T-shirt.
Yo, they just got so many Bloodline T-shirts I want. It's like I have to stop before I lose myself.
Yo, look, that red version they showed off when they all came out in red. I was like, ooh, they really want me to drop this money real quick on this shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Like the honorary Uzi, the red ones you was talking about, the Feeling Uzi. There's just so many Bloodline shirts I want.
Sami Zayn is literally merch god right now.
Mm-hmm.
The forefront of merch god.
Like, we know factions, we know groups over the years, but the Bloodline is the only one I could think of right now that has dropped so much merch in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
I can't group because like DX have like what 50 different versions, but that's out of like what the 8-9 versions they then came back together.
Yeah, basically every time they come back, they get a new shirt.
Yeah, the NWO had their own one shirt, then they had their Wolfpack, then they had their a few shirts here and there the whole time they was together.
Yeah.
Evolution, few shirts.
Evolution
Like,
shirts weren't even popping. They were all kind of whack.
they were okay. They weren't like
There was nothing special.
Yeah, they weren't really big to talk about.
But I can't really think no factions since the golden era of wrestling until now that had so many shirts that are like it pops up on W website, and then by like later on that day I'm seeing people like already got their shirts like that same week. I'm like, God damn, when did this come? When did this come out? Like, yo, I can't keep up.
Yeah, like pre-pandemic, when I was ordering a W, I'd have that shit in 3 days. Mm-hmm. But now it takes it's like actually a full week. You know, when they say 5 to 7 business days, it's actually taking that 5 to 7. Oh, and now they charge you delivery on everything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm so sick. I used to be, I think it was minimum $40 and you get free delivery.
I think so.
And now they charge you delivery for anything. You can buy $120 and they charge you delivery price. Like, fuck you.
I think they realized they was everybody was feeling a little too oozy. And they said, hold up now, wait a minute.
I was like, as long as I order 2 shirts every time, I get free delivery. It's like, nah, that's gone. That's gone.
The motherfucker said, fuck that.
What up? We got Kelvin in the chat. What up? He's what did he say? Let's not forget about the Bullet Club and all their shirts. Yeah, but we didn't have. You can just go to Hot Topic. You didn't have to order them online.
Yeah, word. Like, you just go to random Hot Topic and they would have like 6 out of the 15 shirts they had right there.
What up, Valdor?
You know what shirt I really want?
I'll pull out the Glock.
I believe it's on.
It should be, right?
On AEW Shop, which is actually just
AEW
Pro
Shop.
Wrestling Tees.
I wonder if it's still there. It might be on clearance. Oh.
I'll look after the show.
Yeah, me too. I definitely want to come in and show off the shirt.
Pull out the Glock.
You know.
I'll pull out the Glock.
Let's move over to Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Alrighty, let's get it.
Last week was Ignition, brought to you by Dragon Force. And we kicked the night off with a promo from the one and only Paul Heyman. And he was accompanied by his team, Cesaro and Shelton Benjamin. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and as the GM of Dragon Force, I'd like to welcome you to Ignition, As the authority figure, it is my duty to take care of the cancer in the locker room that is Tommaso Ciampa. If he fails to explain himself, things will happen. He will forget where he works. He will forget what it's like to be alive. Match 1. It was a cage match in the women's division. Sasha Banks defeated Mia Yim 75% to 25%. Match 2. This is a rematch from the last pay-per-view, which ended in a draw. This was a Texas Tornado match, tag team style. And the Hardy Boys won in a narrow margin, 54 to 46% over the Dudley Boys. Match 3, the problem child, Tommaso Ciampa, was in a Falls Count Anywhere match, defending his ECW TV title against Sheamus. And Ciampa retains 57% to 43%. And then after the match, Tommaso Ciampa cut a promo. Hey, Captain Pig shit. I mean, Fudgy the Walrus. Wait, no, that's still wrong. Payman, don't you dare threaten me, and I don't have to explain anything to you. And just in case, I've acquired the services of a certain someone to watch my back. I'm not going to reveal who he is just yet, but you'll know who he is when he comes out of nowhere. And what happens? RKO out of nowhere. Cesaro's down. Shelton Benjamin's down. And Randy Orton stands tall with Tommaso Ciampa. And the main event. It was an open challenge for the World of Stardom Championship. Deonna Purrazzo defending against Jordynne Grace, coming in off the free agent market. And Deonna Purrazzo retained 57% to 43%. And that was Ignition.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
RKO out of nowhere.
I don't know. 2 RKOs out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. And now, since we have a short month, Warzone will be presenting their December pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Armageddon. Our GM, Jim Cornette, is going to come out for a promo after the historic night at Death Before Dishonor. We had 4 out of 5 titles change hands. So we're going to do it all again. We're going to give everybody another shot to win their title back. Also, the 5th title that ended in a time limit draw will be our main event. And we're going to solve this once and for all. Opening match is going to be our world title. It's going to be Darby Allin defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Jacob Fatu in an electrified barbed wire cage match. Match 2 will be Bryan Danielson trying to win back the MLW Openweight Championship in a pure rules match against his ex-best friend, Kane. In the women's division, there will be a first blood match. Charlotte will defend the TNA Women's Championship against Bayley. We will have a Texas Tornado tag match between the Good Brothers, who won the titles from Red Dragon. And let's not forget, FTR has the tag team Money in the Bank. They can cash in at any time. And the main event, which previously ended in a time limit draw. Brock Lesnar will defend the WCW United States Championship against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And we will definitely have a winner. And that is Armageddon.
Nice. Action-packed.
Action-packed, full of gimmicks.
I'm loving it. Loving it.
That's how you guarantee winners. You have a bunch of gimmick matches.
Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with a bunch of gimmick matches.
Sound like they're gonna be a whole bunch of hurt motherfuckers. I'm with it.
I'm with it, definitely.
Sounds like an AEW show.
I about to say, it couldn't be that. It was booked better.
I hate to pat myself on the back, but you know.
I'm loving it. Now, Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. Before we got to things, Jay had to tell Big Oos, Sammy's been lying to us. He's been talking to the guys down the hall.
Yeah, he has.
So Roman told Jay, I'm gonna talk to him man to man. I'm gonna look him in the eye. I'm gonna feel what he's feeling. They had a nice little moment. They hugged it out.
Mm-hmm. They had it.
And look, I don't know why, but when that happened, I was like, damn, they're going to end it already like this.
Yeah. That's the beauty. They're
too.
creating such drama. Like, you're like, when is this going to end?
And everybody still wants Sammy to be an Uso.
Yeah. But Sammy proved his loyalty when Kevin Owens had Roman Reigns pinned after a stunner. He grabbed the ref and stopped that 3 count.
He did.
Right, he slid in there like Randy was like, nah, you're going to stop that. Thank you.
He has become the honorary Uso.
Yes. Not only did he stop that, then the low blow on Kevin Owens, and then the fucking haluva kick, and Owens just fell into his arms. It's kind of, I forgot what movie it is. It's like, it's like the kiss of death kind of thing that they do in the mafia. I kiss you and then I kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It's sick. It's sick.
It was. Now, Sami Zayn was on fire, crowd-wise.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, let me just say, this match, as a match, it was mid.
It was mid.
The story, on 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
The match was mid.
The story made it so much, 10 times better.
Yeah.
And just because of one guy.
Yeah, just the whole dynamic between Jay, Sammy, and KO. Just the story was on 1,000.
Yeah.
And what happens? Jey Uso hugged this man. It's over. The war is over.
The fitting conclusion for this war between Jey Uso and Sami Uso.
And Big Daddy Uso got in on the love too. Big Daddy Uso got in on the love too.
So you'd love to see it.
Look, I'm just excited just for the simple fact, after all of this is said and done, and you beat your friend up and let him loose to the wolves to die, you get that moment of, all right, Sammy did it.
Yep.
Sammy showed his allegiance. He's not trying to bullshit. And for Jay to grab him and hug him the way he did, I was like, I'm more happy just the fact I'm done with the pay-per-view. I'm done with the pay-per-view. This is it. I felt more happy for him. Right. It felt like watching a movie and you go, you know what? I know the ending, but I don't feel like that's not going to be it. And then it end up being it. I'm like, bro, at this point, I don't need to watch nothing else. Yeah. I'm done. Yeah. That was it for me.
Yeah. Like I said, the story was on 1,000 for this one.
Yeah. The story was fitting. Everything came together so well.
This was his I'm not a nugget moment.
Yeah, exactly.
It really was.
Owen Hart would be so proud.
Owen Hart's in his grave. He's like, finally, a white man that's from Canada. He made it with the black people.
This was great. This was great. I did enjoy it because I get to watch the whole Survivor Series. I didn't get to watch like a whole pay-per-view like that in a while. So
well, I was out Saturday night, so I didn't see it live. But as soon as I got home, I skipped to this. I didn't watch the rest. I just let me watch the main event before I go to sleep. I watched the main event at like 2:00 in the morning. But then I went to sleep and I watched the rest of the pay-per-view. Yeah. This made my night going to sleep. I was like, yes, Sammy did it.
Like,
bro, I wasn't even home when this happened because I actually forgot it was coming on that Saturday. I thought it was like this Saturday, and then I was out, and then I just remember somebody on Instagram just randomly tagged me into the beginning match of Bianca Belair, and I was like, oh shit, that's on right now. I was like, oh. So while I'm out and got Peacock on my phone, and I got a bitch standing up while I'm watching this, while people are talking to me. I don't even remember what happened the rest of Saturday night. I can be totally honest with you. I was watching this shit, and I had somebody that didn't watch wrestling, into it with me, and I was like, bro, this shit is lit. I'm out and I'm watching wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
All I needed was a drink.
It was
And
very lit.
I'd be Gucci.
Yeah. Getting back to Kevin Owens, he was wearing a Dusty Rhodes tribute shirt, and Cody Rhodes hopped on Twitter and he gave Kevin's a little bit of love for the shirt. Saying, you know,
It was a dope shirt.
yeah.
I like the shirt. I think it was a cool, remembrance of Dusty.
Yeah, I do believe it's available on Pro Wrestling Tees.
The bionic elbow, and he got the elbow pad too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a nice tribute to the person who invented the match, Mr. Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
Now, the women's War Games, I was talking to Kelvin during when did he hit me up? I think Sunday he hit me up. I was like, I want to say the match was a banger, but if there was no furniture involved, the match would have just been it was just all about the spots in the women's match. Like, they did 3 cage dives. 3 in 1? Come on.
All candlesticks and.
I think they had to make up for the men's because the men's wasn't going to do that much of that shit.
I guess.
And I think the women was like, we can step up, we'll do it. Shit ain't nothing new.
Yeah, because, obviously we know Io Shirai was going off the cage. She always does. Mm-hmm. But then Becky does it. And then who else went off the cage? Was it, what was the third one?
It was.
Oh, Asuka. Asuka went off the cage too.
Yeah.
I was.
Asuka.
So two Asians and an Irish. Got it.
Yeah.
That sounds like the start of a Bang Bros porn. It was a good match. It was a good match. It had a lot of spots that I actually enjoyed.
Yeah. Like I said, it was all spots, but
yeah,
back in the NXT version of it, but
yeah.
I definitely like the EO.
Yeah, Valdor said the women started off rough, but they got together at the end. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it.
I did like the EO Oscar spots.
I take what I can get. But I was saying, look, I take what I can get. We're not gonna get them big NXT type of spots and charisma from the matches. So I take what I can get.
Oh, Mia Yim's the first person to successfully complete the double ring dive. Mm-hmm. She went through both sides clean. No toe got caught. Her stomach didn't get caught. Clean through both rows. I was like,
yeah,
because I think Gargano tried to do it one year. He caught his ankle. I think Ricochet tried to go over, and he hit the second rope on the way down. I was like, yeah, nobody's successfully done both rings, but Mia Yim got it. Mia Yim got it.
She definitely got it. I did see that.
Mia Yim got there early and was like, let me practice this shit, make sure I get this right.
Yeah.
All right. Damn. Well, the single matches.
Yeah. I don't want to say it was a bad match because it wasn't a bad match, but living up to the previous match, which happened on accident, Finn Balor and AJ Styles was a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Because remember that first one was TLC 2016, 2017, when everybody caught Ebola. Because that was the Ebola outbreak and they thought everybody had Ebola. So like half the people on the pay-per-view were sick and they couldn't be there. So AJ Styles was on a promotional tour in Brazil and they flew him in overnight because it was a Raw pay-per-view and he was on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. They flew him in overnight to fill in. And then they brought in a bunch of NXT people to fill in the card too. And that match was, to me, that's one of the top 5 matches, personally, in like the last 10 years.
Yeah, to have AJ Styles versus, Finn Balor as the Demon instead of as Judgment Day's leader.
Yes, but again, this week it wasn't a bad match by any means. It
wasn't. It was just not. It was not entertaining. Or as entertaining as previous matches.
Yeah.
It's still a good match.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I give the demon where it's due. You know.
And then the United States Championship match. I think that was the best match. That was probably the best match of the night, just in terms of having a match.
Yeah.
Because everybody came out looking good at the end of the match. Because Seth Rollins was dominating the match.
Oh yeah.
But Austin Theory was keeping up. And then, although, again, you keep Bobby Lashley looking strong because he's the one that caused the finish. Because Seth Rollins had Austin Theory in a suplex. Lashley spears Rollins, and Theory falls on top of him.
Bobby was looking strong in that match.
So, once again, Bobby leaves looking strong, even though he didn't win the match. You had the title change, and Seth Rollins still has a reason for a rematch because technically he got screwed.
That double hurt lock was something, though.
Yeah, the double hurt lock. Yep.
My whole life, I was like, bro, there's got to be a way to fit two people in this shit. And Bobby proved me right. And I was like, now I got to grab somebody.
Yeah.
So, any of my family to listening, little cousins, or any of that, I see you in the street. Best believe you're getting pitted.
And then there was the SmackDown Women's Title match.
Oh,
as I told Kevin, I give the match a 4. A 4 out of 5 trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, why you got to disrespect the trash can? It didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah, that SmackDown's Women's match was 4 out of 5 trash cans. So that's
it was, yeah. It wasn't something to talk about.
Like I'm only going to rate Ronda Rousey matches in trash cans now, because one actually being a good match, 5 is absolute hot dog shit.
It was.
There was a chant going around after her match that they were saying fire Ronda Rousey, and I was like, damn, it's that serious? I was like, I don't give a fuck about her. I don't know why y'all yelling that.
It's not good.
It's not.
It's not. This is not as good as the first run at all.
Even with the run with Baszler, I thought it would be better, but no.
Well, Baszler's just her lackey. It's not even like she's doing anything.
Pretty much, but this is some McMahon route though. This is like this is some shit that McMahon would do.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's true. That's true, but it's also like something that Triple H is like, bro, look, Vince bring you in and got you here. I probably wouldn't have bring you in at all. Yeah. So I don't know what to do with you. There's not much I can do with you.
Like the only thing that will entertain me, I guess in my perspective, is if Shayna just turns on her and just make it which
at this point we're already waiting for. Okay,
yeah,
when does this end?
Exactly. That's why, because I know we all know that this match will be brutal if that happens, right? So then it will be entertaining to watch.
And if you think back to a couple years ago when we had Raw Underground, remember when Shayna Baszler defeated the whole women's roster?
Oh yeah, definitely.
She never got a boost off of that. Got no push from that. You set up this quote unquote shoot fighting. She destroys everybody and then does nothing in an actual wrestling match.
Yeah. Nothing. Not in that.
But on another note, in the past, there's been several people that have tried to dress like Nikki Bella. We've had Maurice, we've had AJ Lee, and Tyler Breeze. But they've all tried to do the ring gear. Seth Rollins is taking it to the next level, and he's taking an actual like fashion wear.
First of all, one, Seth Rollins got the hell of Fashion Nova. 2, I didn't know they made it men's sizes on Fashion Nova like that. So he surprised me every time he comes out with something. Now I just be online Googling where he gets outfits from to see if I can find him.
I didn't know they make men's sizes for Fashion Nova. Like what?
Like I saw Raw, but when you sent this to me this morning, I died laughing. The internet does not miss.
I love that he has a smile on too, wearing this. Like,
bruh,
what?
One, let me tell you, I'm not embarrassed on none of the stuff I do, none of the stuff I say. But for some reason, this is a little too much for me. I just can't.
He's in a full lace outfit with just boxers on.
And dress shoes. Don't forget the dress shoes.
Oh yeah, the dress shoes. Yes.
The dress shoes, bro. That's where it all comes together.
The patent leather loafers. They probably red bottoms too.
What they probably are too. Something that Nikki Bella would do also.
Damn.
I just can't with this man. Like he's still using my last name, so it just makes me feel even more bad for myself.
Man, this is hilarious.
Valda said the whole Ronda thing seems like a Vince baggage that Triple H just has to deal with. That's basically what Alex was saying.
Yeah, true that.
It feels like Triple H is like, bro, look, we got her in contract. I can't let it go. I just want her contract to end so we don't got to hire her again or anything. Because there's nothing you really can do with her. You know what she put me in mind of? Now that I think about it, she put me in mind of Buff Bagwell when they had him.
Oh, I was just watching a Buff Bagwell interview. He was like, I'm probably the only person in history that main evented a show and they got fired the next week.
Bro, that's still crazy that he said that, and I had to go back and rewatch that whole scene. I was like, this wasn't that bad of a match. And he got let go quickly after this. Wow.
Yeah, him and Booker T main evented Raw. Flip around the next week. He shows up to TV and they say, "Oh yeah, you're fired."
Jeez, that's crazy.
That shit. That's hurtful.
Got fired right on the spot.
Like they couldn't tell him ahead of time. He flew into town because remember, as an independent contractor, you have to pay for your own flights and transportation.
Yeah.
He flew rented a hotel room for the night, and they, "Oh yeah, you're fired."
Bro, let me tell you something. I be Booker T for real. Tell me you just ain't say that. Now we got to throw hands. I don't care. Well, I got to lose my job. I already lost that shit.
What? Fire me at home, so I don't got to go back.
Y'all niggas got my personal number. Call me when you think, hey, bro, you know what? We might not need you this week. Shit, say less. I ain't got to travel.
Facts.
You ain't all the way there, then book my hotel, book my flight, then got my rental, spent all this bread. Now, you know what? Now I understand Lilo Rush more and more now.
Right.
That's crazy. I don't, man.
Lilo had to put up with that.
Although personally at work, I love when people get fired because then they have to do the walk of shame when they come to get their stuff to leave.
They gotta get a small box, go to the desk, put in all office supplies they don't really use.
Or then when they come back the next week to get their last check, it's like, damn.
They make you sign.
First of all, people really do come back for their little bit of stuff. Let me tell you, when I no longer work at a job, anything that was there that y'all said I was using, y'all can have that shit. I don't want that. I don't want to remember
The only thing that personal property at work, there's a bunch of pens, and I have an extra pair of sneakers. And y'all can keep them dusty shits. That's it. Y'all can keep them dusty shits.
Let me tell you now, the only thing I keep from every previous job, if they gave me a work shirt, I keep those as a memento of me never going back there. Everything else you can keep. I don't want none of the crap, bro. You left, you can have it. Don't even care. Don't even want it. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, when I finally leave where I'm at now, best believe Home Depot. Oh man, that's going crazy. They're gonna see me in the news. I'm not gonna be in the news like that guy with the Walmart, but it will see me in the news.
Over on the other channel, William Regal came out to speak after helping MJF at Full Gear defeat Jon Moxley.
Next time,
wait. Before you go further, we gotta talk about Triple H and his little tribute.
Which tribute was that? Oh, yes. Yes. Uncle Paul Levesque, Triple H. This is why he's a man of the people. Because since William Regal works for the competition and he could not do his War Games announcement, Triple H went on his personal Twitter and he posted every time William Regal said, War Games.
Nice.
All 6 of them.
Nice.
That is why Triple H is a man of the people.
Now, speaking of Tony Khan's problem.
Yes. Because when he did Blood and Guts this year, it just wasn't the same. Blood and guts.
Blood and guts.
Yeah, so he came out to speak on what happened, and basically he didn't speak about it at all because he just said, MJF isn't here. We sent emails to each other, and I'm not going to tell you about it.
Oh.
So Moxley comes out. He acts like he's going to fight Regal. But then Bryan Danielson comes out and says, no, don't hurt the old man. He's got bleeding in the brain, and he's the reason I love my alcoholic father. And then the crowd starts chanting bullshit. That was the whole segment.
Yeah, that was.
That was a bad segment.
It was. He was like, "Oh, you better run away, very far. Don't ever come back. Don't ever come back."
Hey, look, I can call bullshit, but you know what this sounds like? It sounds like Vince booking on TV of Moxley before he left.
Yeah.
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 That does.
Valdo said they should bring
so
in
sad that it
Breezango to do the fashion police to help Seth Rollins pick out clothes.
Oh my
Wow.
God, him and Tyler Breeze, yes.
That would be dope.
If it's gonna give Fandango
yeah,
and Tyler Breeze a job,
yeah.
yes.
That means we have to have the fashion files back too, because that was fire.
That was.
I don't care what anybody says.
I love
that
the
shit was
fashion
fire.
files. I love the fashion files. It was really good.
I'm gonna say,
It
look,
was
we're
hilarious.
gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Then we gotta have most of his outfits got to get stolen before his night, and they got to go on case to find all of them. It's got to be like over the Explorer. They got to be like, do you see his red outfit?
Swiper, no swiping.
And the person that's stealing it got to be somebody real stupid. It got to be like R-Truth.
Yep.
It
Yep.
has to be.
I was going to say R-Truth. Yep.
Now, look, you said that, I kind of want to have it. I
Yeah.
kind of need it. I might get on Instagram and hit up Mr. Fandango and be like, hey, got a funny joke in the concept. You want to hear it?
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
But yeah, so this week MJF will return because the reason he wasn't on TV last week is because, as he stated in the press scrum, I'm a real superstar. I'm going to film a movie. He's doing his scene for The Claw, which is the movie based on the Von Erich family.
Yep.
And MJF is Lance Von Erich, actually he's not even a blood brother. He was just a shoot brother, storyline. He wasn't actually related to him. He just happened to look like the family.
It's really weird that he actually looked like the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get some sense of this story that they're doing with Regal and Moxley. And Daniel Bryanson looked like a little bitch begging. He was literally down on his knees begging like a little bitch.
Hey, like this ain't the first time we've seen Daniel Bryan begging.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially when he was living in John Cena's house.
Huh.
Please. Let's say that out loud.
Damn.
Yeah, he looked so sad on Total Bellas. Like, yeah, y'all got me living in another man's house.
I'm about to say no. He looked as sad when they had to do the little axe cutting competition, and John was flying through him, and then he started hitting them one by one real slow, and did that slow pan out looking at the Bellas and John Cena, and then they was like, "What is he doing?" I was like, "Why y'all making him seem like he's the oddball serial killer of the family that's going to murder y'all before the show is over?" I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very sad.
Yeah.
It was.
Also in Dynamite, we had round 2 of the Elite versus the Death Triangle.
Death Triangle, yeah.
And on this occasion, to Moxie and Punk, Kenny Omega decided to bite the arm of Pac. Because Allegedly, there's a story that Kenny Omega bit CM Punk during the fight.
Oh, wow.
You know what? The Elite was cool to me, before the Elite, before everything was doing all that stuff. Now that they come back and they being this petty, I no longer give a fine shit about them like the Inner Circle too. I already lost interest in them.
Yep. The only way that I would, if somehow this is a work, which I seriously doubt it, because if CM Punk is involved in this, he's not going to let them do this stupid shit.
Yeah, because, he don't work with children. He work with adults.
So there's no way that any of this is a work. This is just them continuing to be all kinds of petty, and Tony Khan still having zero control, despite the fact that he told everybody to leave it alone. The people that are in charge are the ones still propagating the fucking situation, perpetuating the situation.
It's a damn shame.
Let me tell you something. Tony Khan is a kid that has money from his father to open up a wrestling company.
Live action figures.
Of wrestlers that don't give a flying fuck about what he got to say, but he's still paying them.
Yep.
Live action NFTs.
Yep.
That ass.
And speaking of people he can't control, Thunder Rosa has finally come out on Twitter, and she's now gracefully bowed out. Because
it's really crazy. I think that's the only person that he was able to actually get to do something the correct way.
Well, no, because remember, she didn't want to lose the title. She faked an injury because she was hiding in the bathroom every week because everybody was bullying her. And then he made Toni Storm the interim champion. So now that Thunder Rosa's fired, Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter are now considered legitimate championship wins and not interim wins.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they was legit championship wins.
They were very legit.
If you're not there and the belt is still active and you don't want to be there and we have to make another belt for them to wrestle, they are legit champions to me in my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, so Toni Storm, she hopped on Twitter. She said a little thing, too, about, I've always been the champion, yada, 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 yada. And Jamie Hayter, she's the current champion now. So we've settled that problem.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
And I was talking about it last week. Like, why do we still have an interim? Like, why is Thunder Rosa still hiding in the back? We need a champion right now.
But I still think people are overreacting to the interim situation, because in the UFC, I believe John Jones went to jail. He was champion, went to jail. They had an interim champion the entire time he was in jail. It was 14, a little over a year. He gets out of jail, comes back, and then they unified the titles a year and a half later. So you can have a long-term interim champion if they do it in the UFC that way.
Yeah, because the UFC does it like this. If you are a champion and some strange events happen, we don't name those things, drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
You go and you get convicted for it. Technically, you're still their champion because you never lost the belt physically.
Yeah, you never lost it in the ring.
Yeah.
So basically, they have to have people fight for another version of the belt. If not, then that class means nothing until you come out. Once you come out, you are still champion. You just got to fight the person that beat other people to become the interim champion to make yourself an official champion of everything. But they don't take away that from you. So when they talk about the championship line, they always bring up the interim champions regardless. They always be like, this weight class had this many champions. And they bring up everybody to one when he was locked up. They never take that away from them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I believe the only time in UFC you can lose a title not in the ring is if you get busted for steroids. That's it. Sure. That's the only way you get stripped is if you get busted for steroids.
It's crazy though, because you
can do all the coke you want, just don't do steroids.
Yeah, you do coke, kill somebody that's messing with your niece, do more coke,
murder people,
and still be considered a UFC legend until you.
Just don't do steroids. That's a no-no.
Yeah, that should be common sense. But yeah,
just don't do steroids.
Don't do steroids. We don't want to seem like we're WWF and we're just faking this. Even though y'all people get knocked out, and by the time y'all 40, y'all can't feel y'all elbows and hands. Still.
Oh, speaking of murdering, Cain Velasquez, I believe he's actually getting off on that charge because it's self-defense.
He better be. That's self-defense. It ain't like he went out there and was like, I'm going to hunt him down like John Wick because he did this. No, He happened to come across homeboy, and he did what he had to do.
Yeah,
Shit.
because this guy was raping his niece or whatever, and hey,
Hey man, sometimes you got to count your bullets when they come out the gun. You know, you can't keep them all in the chamber.
yeah.
Yeah, true that.
Um,
Can't really keep that.
Look, now you know he did that shit. That still make him a WWE technically part-time employee.
That's true.
Possibly.
Because then that would mean what? WWE doesn't have 3 murderers on their roster.
I've lost count.
You know me, all I count
Benoit,
Luger, Chris Benoit, Lex Luger.
Jimmy Snuka.
Oh yeah, we know about that paid off job.
Yeah, we did Benoit. Cain Velasquez. Is there anybody else?
That's literally it I could think of. Unless, you know,
allegedly Brian Pillman killed somebody. Allegedly. Hasn't been proven.
You know what? I still believe that he did. I'm not going to say he didn't. I just still believe that he did.
Allegedly.
Snoop Dogg probably.
Oh yeah, Snoop. Yes, right? Snoop is in the Hall of Fame. Yep.
Damn.
Murder was the case that they gave him.
I might have to go through the Hall of Fame and the murderer.
I'm not sure if Trump did. I don't know. Allegedly.
No, Pete Rose was beating on bitches, but it was the '80s. Who wasn't beating on bitches? Allegedly.
I mean, if we're going to the extensive like WWE roster, shit.
I just asked my wife. My wife said also don't forget about Moolah, because Moolah had women under her.
Oh, Moolah was pimping on bitches. That's what she was doing. Bitch, you gonna work and pay me some money, and you gonna get nothing in return.
Word.
She was pimping on bitches, strong arming them.
Straight pimping.
Since pimping been pimping.
She's the put the money in my hand.
Shit.
So do we actually give a shit about Bow Wow and Jade Cargill unless Bow Wow decides to get his ass beat in a ring? Or is it?
I think it'll be funny.
In his 5'6" little ass, trying to relive his early years. He better be like Mike and go do something.
Yeah, he better go play some baseball.
Stop it. Get some help.
I ain't with Jade Cargill, bruh. First of all, one, she's married.
Yeah.
Two, she love her husband. She don't play that kind of shit, and a lot of people respect her for that. But for Bow Wow to still keep hearing up to myself, let me take you out and all that type of shit. She's a black woman. Don't like she play that shit. She might fight you by herself. She don't need her husband, but her husband feel like he might beat your ass off.
I mean, at this point, it's a work because they're actually putting it on TV, so it's clearly a work at this point. But like, unless he's planning on getting in the ring, who cares?
First of all, one, who's going to pay for him to get in the ring? Tony Khan won't. They definitely wouldn't.
I'm pretty sure Tony Khan will pay for Bow Wow.
I would pay my money to have Chris Brown fight any woman in the division. You understand me?
Oh fuck!
I do not want to see Bow Wow ass unless he about to see that here Millennium Tour while on stage. I don't give a rat's ass about what this man got to say.
My man said Chris Brown fight any woman.
Chris Brown versus Rhea. I'd pay for that.
Oh God.
Brown versus Bianca Belair in a hair whipping match. She gonna make him crunk all over the ring. I can keep this going. There's a lot of women I can do.
Yeah.
In there with her. But no, seriously, like I don't care, but I care the fact that our TBS TNT Women's Champion got to deal with somebody that she's taller than. It feels like Bow Wow and Ciara music video all over again.
Yeah.
And
back when everybody thought Ciara was a man.
And some people thought Jade Cargill was a man too when she first came out. But still.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't care about Bow Wow. Like, you want to put him on TV, that sounds great, but we know he's not gonna get in the ring. We know he ain't gonna take no bump, right? And we know he getting there with anybody like Swerve or somebody. They generally don't like him. Whatever they hit him with, they ain't holding back.
Yeah. Now, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about AEW and all the TV specials that they've had.
Yeah.
So I believe next week is going to be Winter is Coming. So it's been a full year since last year's Winter is Coming.
They need to get rid of House of Dragon because
They've had 16 TV specials in the past year. That's one every 3 weeks. So you have a TV special, you miss 2 weeks. You have a TV special, you miss 2 weeks. Have a TV special, mix 2. It's not special anymore.
you know what's funny? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of WWE when they did the brand split and then they gave everybody all of these pay-per-views throughout the rest of the whole
When you
year.
had fucking 20-something pay-per-views a year, that was too much.
Right, that's what it feels like. It feels like they're trying to use the same exact thing.
And that was before the network. So people were buying fucking $50 pay-per-views twice a month? Are you serious?
It's a hard pill
You
to
see, what
swallow.
pay-per-views $50 a month? That's that shit, nigga. That's rent.
It's a
At the
hard.
end of the year.
Yeah.
That's the taxes.
It's a very hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, you got Winter is Coming, you got Holiday Bash, New Year's Smash, Beach Break, the St. Patrick's Day Slam, Wild Card Wednesday, which was what was that in relation to? Wild Card Wednesday was that's not baseball playoffs.
He forgets.
Yeah, I forgot what Wild Card was based off of for them to make that an event.
No, because it's after St. Patrick's Day, so that's March.
Yeah.
What's happening in April?
April was only April Fool's.
Was that for college basketball?
Was it? No, wait. March is also March is also March Madness. No.
Yeah, college basketball. I'm saying college basketball.
No. I really can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was based on. Then you got Road Rager, where the night before, Jeff Hardy had his own Road Rager.
Yo.
I told you I'm going to do that joke every time.
Yo.
I told you I'm doing the joke every time.
But it makes sense now. It makes sense now that you put it in the joke. Because it's in the same event, too.
Hey, man, you got a little road rage.
You can't call that a coincidence, bro.
I told you I'm doing the joke every time.
Really call that a coincidence.
Well, then you got Blood and Guts, obviously Blood and Guts, which I think should be a pay-per-view.
Should have been.
Should have been. Then you got the 2 weeks of Fyter Fest, and this year the second week of Fyter Fest was Shark Week on all the Warner networks. Fight for the Fallen, which used to be a pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Quake by the Lake, which I think is the worst one of them all.
Quick by the Lake sounds like somebody was trying to get freaky, and it was like, just make it a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Yeah, you said you don't like House of Dragon, right?
Yeah, the House of Dragon was stupid because you was going to have it, and then the show was going to end before you even knew the other show was really going to be made.
Yeah.
Season, y'all had this show. So what did this House of Dragon just get canceled? See, you just have a pay-per-view based off a show that's no longer active and nobody cares about.
Well, within the AEW universe, you had the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan, and the Dragon Slayer, Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, and then you had them both doing shit that ain't got to deal with no dragons. So I'm not basing the pay-per-view around just them two people.
Yeah, so I'm good with Dynamite, and then I'm good with the Anniversary. Mm-hmm. But then Title Tuesday was kind of stupid because you basically have titles on the line every fucking week.
Yeah.
So what the fuck was Title Tuesday? And then you have the Battle of the Belts every couple months.
Yo, so basically the only ones they really need is
I'll give you Blood and Guts. I'll give you Dynamite. I'll give you Anniversary. And I'll give you 2 weeks of Fyter Fest. Fuck Fight for the Fallen. That's it. Okay, I'll give you Road Rager because I just want to make the Jeff Hardy joke.
Yeah, of course you do. This guy. I'll do Beach Break.
I would say between the two winter ones, I would go with the Holiday Bash, get rid of Winter is Coming.
Okay.
That's still Game of Thrones. You can keep the New Year's Smash for New Year's if you want to do something there. Beach Break, you can keep.
And mind you, Beach Break is in fucking February.
I know, but I think they're in Jacksonville, Florida, so
yeah.
That seems right. But the St. Patrick's Day Slam, yes. The wild card, get rid of it. Road Rager, keep it because Jeff Hardy should be said. Yes. Fyter Fest, 1 week 2.
That kills
Seems like that could be like their original pay-per-view, just like two nights, like 2 nights, like 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. The Fight for the Fallen, yes. The one next to it, House Dragon, no. Grand Slam, yes. Anniversary should only be done when they complete a certain amount of years for an anniversary one. So they should only have this for pay-per-view. The anniversary one should be the only real special one they have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything else can go to the garbage. But I feel like before this year is over, they're going to at least do 6 more pay-per-views.
Yeah, because you have winners coming next week, and then, like you said, you'll probably get Holiday Bash, and you'll probably get New Year's Smash. So you've got to have 3 more for the years out.
Yeah, and we just about to be in December in what, a day? 2 days or so?
Yeah. Yep.
But I had three specials in 1 month.
Yep. And that's why they're not specials. It's just a show with a name attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, they are special. Tony
just
Khan and
events.
for having this goddamn match.
They're just events.
Yeah.
That's it.
And on tomorrow night's show, we're going to have a technical masterpiece. Danielson and Harwood.
I definitely am going to watch this match closely.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great match.
Yeah.
I can already tell. It's gonna be
I'm
a
hoping
masterpiece.
it better be like the, because first of all, 1, first in a lifetime ever seen that. 2, I need this match. 3, I feel like they should just put them on at the end and be like, hey, how long do y'all feel like y'all want to go?
45 minutes.
Like, go past that. You want to do a day? Do a
50
day. You
tops.
can wrestle all day all you want to.
50 tops, I think.
Yeah, because Dax and CM Punk was awesome. Dax and Cesaro was awesome. Dax and Ospreay. Woo!
Dax and Ospreay was great.
Woo!
Bruh, Dax Harwood versus anybody that's a technical real wrestler is just pure gold.
Yeah.
Wait, have you faced Cesaro yet?
Yeah, he did Cesaro. Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Yo.
Good
Cesaro,
masterpiece.
Cesaro
It was a masterpiece.
You hear me? Get Cesaro and Bryan Danielson versus FTR in a tag team match.
Yes, please.
Please.
Yes,
Like,
please.
I feel like that match would be the whole show. They'd be like, so I paid 1 ticket to watch 4 guys fight for about an hour and a half.
Yes, please.
Win-win to me.
Sounds about right. Come in.
I'll pay when they came to Charlotte. They be like, "Oh, you get a cheap ticket." Oh no, guys, I bought the $200. I'm sitting ringside. Y'all gonna see me tonight. I need to be close to this.
Yo, word. This match needs to happen. So
This match needs to happen. Absolutely.
definitely, this is definitely something I'm looking forward to.
At this point right now, Tony Khan should just start sitting back and looking at his wrestlers and be like, I should just start keeping the technical ones and just get rid of some of these ones that don't make it.
All 120 comedy wrestlers on the card
Yeah.
the roster. Yeah, get rid of them.
Including Orange Cassidy right on the top.
Whoa, we got to keep Danhausen. I'm sorry.
No,
But
Danhausen.
He has to stay. He's
yeah.
the one that has to stay.
They have
Because
to.
at least he has a backstory and a reason for acting the way he does. He wants all the monies for his rocket car and solid house of gold.
Hey, look, I'm not mad at him for that. Because after watching him with buy some action figures, I'm like, this man is a good close friend of mine now at this point.
Yeah.
Word. That would have been. Well,
we've come to the end of another Ultra Heelz Wrestling podcast. Next week, I'm like 80% doing the all cheeks all the time episode next week.
yeah.
And then we'll have one more episode before we take a holiday break. So there's 2 more episodes left in the year. I have been Darth Messiah 2.0, and you, sir?
I love you.
Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. To all a good night.
Peace.